Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your beautiful location. Guys, please pay great attention to this video so you can hear and understand what I'm talking about. I had two of my tooth pulled yesterday, so I'm still in pain. I can't scream and I cannot open my mouth nicely, right? Okay guys, this issue is a very sensitive one and I would want you to pay attention, because when you're advising her, you have to advise her cracking your head, like, because this issue, oh my god, is a sensitive one, right? And I plead that you should not just watch this video and go without advising this lady. She is in pain. She is in pain, in as much as she made a lot of mistake, but she is in pain. Let's not abandon her, right? Okay, this lady contacted me 2 days ago, so but I couldn't bring out this video then because I was still battling with my tooth. I was in a very big pain myself. So this morning I felt a lot better. I said, okay, let me come and let me bring this issue to you guys notice. So she explained that she has been knacking her father for years now. Yes, she has been knacking her father for years now. And let me tell you guys what she said and how it all began. She said her mom is this kind of women, like hustlers, that always travel. She said her mother always go to Cotonou. You guys know where Cotonou is. I think it's Benin Republic or something, Cotonou. She goes there to go and buy the goods she is selling. And her daddy owns an article shop in their street where they are staying there in Lagos. So herself, she said that she is the only daughter out of four boys. There are five in number, four boys and one girl. And she told me that she is the number one, like she is the first child. So she said she was very close to her dad. Like her mother is not always there. Her father practically does everything for her. Even when she was in a hostel doing secondary school, her father is the one that usually come to pay her visit. Even when she's not feeling well, like they send her home from school, her father will be the one taking care of her, to the extent that if she is sick, her father takes her bath for her at the age of 16 to 17. When she is sick, her father will be the one bathing her, and her father will be the one removing her pad and changing pad for her if she is doing her monthly flow. Maybe she's sick and she cannot do anything, her father will bath her, put the pad for her and all that. Do you understand? And she explained that at the process of her father bathing her father used to touch every part of her body, both the other side, both the pecus. Her father will wash her pecus and everywhere for her. So she said when all these things started, she's not seeing it as anything, because obviously this man is her dad and she's very close to her dad. And you know this thing of, normally every first daughter are usually very close to their father. I don't know if it's happening in your own family, but most families, you'll find that not just first daughter, daddies and their daughters are always close. But these first daughters and daddy has this personal connection. Do you understand? So she said this thing continues that way until one day she said she was lying down on the bed in her room. She came back from school. They had a break, this break, school break, for people that stayed in hostel. Yeah, so they had school break, and then she came back, and then she noticed that her mom has gone to Cotonou. It was just her siblings and her father. Do you understand? And she's explained that even from childhood, she has been sleeping with her father in the same room. That when her mom is not around, she always jump to the bed, where to the parents' room, to sleep with the father. She explained also that sometimes when her mom is around, she always also want to go and sleep with the dad, but the mom will be like, "My friend, go back to you guys' room," and all that. Do you understand? So that whenever her mom is not around, it's in kind of a privilege or a freedom for her to get the opportunity to sleep with the father. She said she has been sleeping with the father in the same room, but that kind of a thing has never happened. But then on one fateful day, her mother is not around, her siblings is in their own room, they have gone to bed, and she said she was feeling some type of way, like, all this only daughter thing and first daughter thing. She wanted to be cuddled and pet by her father. So she had to wake up from her room and went to her daddy's room. So she said, "Daddy, I want to sleep with you." And her father said she can come. She said her father usually call her Angel, though her name is Amaka. So her daddy was like, "My angel, you can come." and then she went and lie down with her father. She said before she could understand what was going on, her father began to touch all over her body. Do you understand? And she said at the first time she was like, what's going on? Do you understand? And she explained that her father disvirgined her. At that point, she don't know any man. She was still in the secondary school, and she was in the hostel. She don't know any man. She has never done it with any man. So she said at that point her father was touching all over her body. She could not resist, because she also, the feeling, the urge also came to her to have it with her dad. And then before she knew it, her father had her. My people, this story is making me have cold in my body. I don't know, I'm feeling cold. She said before she could know it, her father had her on that very night. And then she said her father disvirgined her, and then her father cleaned her up and everything. And then her father went to the pharmacy in their street and bought her medication and for pain and other things she took. And her father made her to promise him that he will not tell their mom what happened, and she promised her dad. She said from that day, the thing continue happening. She said there is no a day that will pass without her sleeping with her dad. That any day that come and go, she has not slept with her dad. That her body will, like, it will not be her, she will not be herself. So this is the reason she left the hostel. She said anytime she went back to the hostel, she became sick, because she wants to go home. She's meeting her father. She wants to be with her father. She said most times self, even when she's not sick, she will pretend to be sick, so that they will send her home. So they will call her daddy to come and pick her, that she's not feeling well. So she said one certain time her father came to pick her. Her father was putting fingers in her inside the car, asking her to tell her what is the problem. The father said he knew that the daughter was missing him. It's not like the daughter is sick. So the father was also putting finger in her babies and also licking her balloons inside the car, telling her that I know that by the time I'm done doing this to you, you will not be sick again. Your body will be okay for you to go back to school. My people, she said that in the car. So she had the opportunity to tell her father that she doesn't want to be in the hostel anymore. She wants to be going to school from home. So her father said if that is the case, they have to change her, because the school she was going to is a bit far from where they were staying in Lagos. So because of that, the father also had interest of knacking her. The father had to tell her, their mom, one story that this girl is also always feeling sick in that school. I think it will be better for us to change her, so she will be going to school from home, since she is our only daughter and all that. And her mother believed. Do you understand? So she explained that they exchanged that, like, they changed her from her previous school to a new school. She continued attending to the day school, and her father is the one who drops her in the morning and picks her every afternoon when the school is over. Because even when her mom is in Lagos, her mom have got a shop inside a market. Do you understand? So every morning her mother goes to her shop and come back late in the night. And maybe in 2 weeks, her mother always travel to Cotonou to go and buy her goods. Like, her mother is a very busy mother. Do you understand? But her father owned a shop in their street, an article shop, which also allows him to take care of the kids. Do you understand? So this thing continues. He said sometimes when the father comes to pick her from school, the father will drive straight to a guest house. That when you see her walking into a guest house with the father, you will not even suspect anything, because she will be on her school uniform, and this man in question is her dad. So maybe you will be thinking maybe the father have come there for a meeting after picking the child. They want to visit somebody or anything. So you won't even know that the father and the child are coming there to knack. He said the father would go straight to a guest house, and both of them will stay there, knack each other very well, especially if the mom is not around. Because if the mom is in Lagos, the mom always call the siblings at home to ask if she is back, or the mom always called the dad and said, have you picked Amaka from school and all that. So she explained that the father used to take her to a guest room because of the other siblings. Do you understand? But that the little one is always running up and down, like, you know how little children do, behaves. Maybe you will be busy with your husband or in the room, they will just come and open the door. So because of how the little ones and other siblings behaved. They are not giving them the time to have fun. So that is why the father always prefer to go to a guest house. Immediately he picks the girl from school, or if the mom is not around at night when other siblings are sleeping, the girl will sneak into the father's house, father's room. So this man continued knacking this girl until this girl gained admission into the university. She said at first her father insisted that she should get admission in Lagos State University so that it will be easier for both of them. Remember, she said this thing started happening. She don't have any feelings for any other man. Like if you're a man and she's walking on the street, you're calling her, she sees you like you are not, like, you know, ace beat, that kind of a thing. So she said all her attention and the only man in her life is her dad, and she loved her dad so much, like she cannot do without her father. A day cannot pass it like this without her talking to her dad, that she will feel like she's about to drop dead, you know, stuff like that. Like she is so much in love with her father. So she said her daddy told her that she should try and gain admission in Lagos State University so it will be easy for her and all that. So they worked for it, and then it worked for them. So she was in the hostel there. So her father knew that coming to the hostel usually may put him in trouble. Her father decided to pay for accommodation for the girl somewhere close to the school. So she said every time her father used to drive to her hostel, that most times sef she doesn't go to lectures because she will be busy inside her room knacking her dad. I really do not want to cry. I'm trying so hard not to cry. She will be in the room in her hostel knacking her dad. Do you understand? Yes. So this thing continued, she said, until her second year. Then she got someone in school, a boyfriend. Do you understand? So, but due to the fact that she always spends so much time on phone with her father, the guy is always jealous. The guy will be like, why do you always talk to your father like this, like you're talking to your boyfriend and all that? Then he will tell the father, the boyfriend, the guy, that no, this is my father. If you cannot deal with it, let's not call it a quit. And then the guy cannot the guy cannot bear it, because the guy was so also inquisitive. Why do your father always visit you? This is not how other people's dad or visit them in school. Do you understand? Whenever you want to stay with your girlfriend, you call on the phone, you will tell that my dad is here. Or the girl says, or sometimes when the guy is coming to her room, he will find the father's car outside and he will call in and say, it's like your daddy is here, and she will be like, yes, my daddy is here. The guy will go back. Like they don't have time for it to even spend as boyfriend and girlfriend, because she's always with her dad. Do you understand? So she said that this thing continued and continued. Her father continued knacking her. And then she said during lockdown, there was no school. Do you understand? But because her mom was not traveling that period because of lockdown, her mom was not traveling, there was no movement, there was nothing. Do you understand? Her father used to tell her to pretend that she is sick, and then she will go and tell her mother that she is sick. Do you understand? So that her father will be the one to take her to the clinic or anywhere. But she's not sick. When they go out, her father will take her to another guest house that is close to their house there and go and knock her. She said when this thing was going on, one lady that stays in their street saw she and her father in one of the guest house, and the lady told her mom like that she usually sees I'm always seeing your daughter and the father in this guest house. What are they doing? No, stuff like that. So when they came back, the mom asked them. The father explained that no, that there is one business partner. The man he's buying some of the articles told him that he was there. So the other day that he went to pick the child from school, the man said he was there. So he went there to see the man. And this last one, the man also was there, and then he was with the daughter, so he cannot ask the daughter to stay in the car or stay outside. You know how much I love protecting my child. I don't want to leave her in the car or outside now. Before I'll come outside, something has happened to my daughter, so I have to take her along to go. And he just told the woman one cock and bull story, and the woman believed them. Because put her in your shoes, how can you be even thinking about it, that a father will be knacking a daughter? So the woman believed them without even thinking much about it. So fast forward to what is happening now. Okay, now after when all this knacking has been going on, and now finally The girl is pregnant for her dad. Do you understand? The girl become pregnant for her dad. They try all they could to abort the baby, all to no avail. They try, all to no avail. They said they have taken medication, they have done this one and do this one, and now doctor advised the man not to try terminating that baby anymore because it's going to cost that girl her life. That since they have done this and that, the baby have refused to go, it's better for her to carry that child. So she said because of that, she had to run back to school, and her mom was asking her reason of going back to school unannounced. And she said that one of the lecturers called and said they will be having blah 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 quiz and all that. So, and the mom was in her shop, so she has to run. That she told her father to tell her mom that she has gone back to school. So this lady that frequents the home every weekend, you know, when you are in the same Lagos with your parents, you are just somewhere schooling, it's very easy for you to be visiting home. And again, she was always visiting home because she also always want to see the dad. But now she stayed away for 9 months, for 10 months, 11 months without coming home. Her mom was worried. Even when her mom tries to come and visit her in school, she will give one excuse or the other. Her mother, she said her mother has came to her school unannounced twice. But immediately her mom calls and says she's in school, she will tell her mother that she has went for one program or the other, because she never wanted her mom to see her on pregnancy. Do you understand? But her father always come to visit her in school, and she said that her father is even knacking her on the pregnancy because the father said if she is not being knocked properly, she will find it difficult when she wants to put to bed. So her father knocks her. She said her father knocks her from every angle during her pregnancy. Just her father is just knocking her as if she is the wife, you know, that kind of a thing. This thing continues. Then she now explained that after 10 months and everything, she have had the baby. Now she don't know what to do with the baby. She and her father was now contemplating, what are we going to do with this baby? Her father suggested that they should go to the motherless baby and dump the baby. And then again, her father also suggested that, or maybe they should sell the baby so they can use the money for something useful. Do you understand? So this was the two suggestions that the father brought. At the end of the day, they didn't see anybody to buy the child, because they don't know how to start going to ask people, do you need a baby or anything? They don't know people that are in need of buying baby. So they decided to go and dump this child in front of a orphanage home there. That they said the orphanage home is like 3 hours or 4 hours away from the school where they were living. So they dumped the child at the orphanage home, and they said they hid somewhere to see when somebody will come to carry that child. They said at the end of the day, the child was taken by one of the orphanage home sisters there, and then she and her father, they left. Her father bought her a lot of things, a lot of slimming tea, a lot of all these things to drink, tummy belt and everything, so that she can return back to normal, so that her mother will not know that something happened to her. But unfortunately to her, so one of her friend in school had told her mom that she was pregnant. Do you understand? So, and which was the reason her mom was coming to see her unannounced, so that she could be able to see with her eyes if truly the daughter was pregnant. But her mother never met her once during the pregnancy until after she put to bed, she came back home. My tuto. So when she came back home, my people, her mother called her in one room, and her mother was asking her, was it true that she was pregnant? She said no. Her mother now started pressing her breast and all that. Her mother now told her that I am a mother, and when I see a nursing mom, I know. When I see a woman that have gone through delivering, through pregnancy and all that, I know. Your body says a lot and all that. Do you understand? So she could not lie. She just started crying. Her mom now said, I am your mom. Why did you lie to me? And why do you have to keep it away from me? Do you understand? Why? I am your mother. I am here to protect and save you. You should have run to your mom. I know that is everybody can make mistake. Nobody is perfect. But for you to do it your own way alone is not good. You should have, stuff like that. So her mother started asking her who is responsible for the pregnancy, because she has promised her dad that she will never ever. So she refused to tell her mom. She told her mom that she doesn't know. Her mom was like, does it mean you have been sleeping with different men? She kept quiet. She did not say anything, and that was it. she has that from that day her relationship with her mom was like this. Do you understand? Because her mom was very angry at her. How can a young girl at your age be sleeping with different men to the extent that you don't know the particular person that is the father of your child? Do you understand? Then this is the bottom line. Then finally, now what made her to come out to explain this thing to us is that she said now recently she can no longer sleep. She can no longer sleep. Do you understand? And that her mom is very sick. Her mother is having diabetes. The diabetes gave her mother a very big hole on her leg. Do you understand? You know, when somebody is having a serious diabetes, they have all this. Do you understand? So she said it gave her mom a very big hole on her leg, and the mom has been in the hospital. And on her own side, she cannot even close her eyes anymore to sleep. Whenever she closes her eyes to sleep, she see a baby crying. This baby is always crying. If the baby is not crying, she will see her mom like her mom is already dead. Like that is what she's seeing in the dream. It's like her mommy is dead, and the mom is coming on the dream to tell her, I begged you to tell me the truth. Why do you have to do this kind of a thing to me? She will wake up from the sleep very fast, and then she will have to call. When she called the father will say, no, your mommy is here, your mother is still alive, nothing happened to your mom. She will say, give me the phone, let me speak to her. When they gives her the phone, the first thing her mom will tell her is that I want to know who is the father of that child, and I want to know where that child is. If you don't tell me this while I'm still alive, I will not forgive you. Then she will cut the phone. It will look as if it's exactly what her mother said in the dream that her mother is saying in real life. Do you understand? So now she don't know what to do. She's just crying. She's just crying. She said she should just go and open up to her mom. What will become her father's fate? If she opens up to the mom, are the father and the mother going to still stay married? Are they going to still be seeing that man as their dad? Like, she's confused. This is her confusion. She don't know if she should go to the orphanage and tell them that she was the one that dropped the child, and at least bring the child for her mother to see before her mom die. Another thing is that she don't know if she should open up and tell her mother that her father is the biological father of this baby, and her father has been sleeping with her. My people, I'm leaving it in your hands. This is what I came here to explain this morning, and I want to use this opportunity also to warn all the mother out there. Please, no matter how busy you are, try to create time for your girls. There is a certain age your girl child will get to. Your husband, the father, doesn't need to see her nakedness, not to talk of even bathing her or even changing pad for her. Akwala amaho nwanne. Akwala amaho nwanne. There are some men na ekwensu ji ekwalụ ngwa ọrụ. And with some men out there that the devil has eaten deep into their brain. So please, prevent your girl child. Prevent your girl child. Now, this is not that she went outside and was raped and this one. The rapist is inside the house. But I will not even call this one rape, because she was also enjoying this. I'm only blaming her mom, because her mom chose her business over her children. Yeah, because from the story, because me, I cannot even say all she said concerning her mom, concerning how her mom is careless, how her mom is not even taking care of them, that they were being taken care of by their father. Their mom prefer her business and money over them. Do you understand? So this is when this kind of issue happens, I always blame we mothers. I blame we mothers, because her mother failed to do her job as a mom. Her mother created room. She created an opportunity for all this to happen. But please, my people, advise her. Tell her what to do. I told her already, as usual, to be in the comment section and hear what you guys have to tell her. And me, I have already advised her. I told her, open up to your mom. Do not let your mom go to the grave, because you said your mom is critically ill. Like the diabetes is, she said the mother injects herself every day. That's it, to tell you that how level the diabetes have eaten deep into the woman. So anything can happen. Do you understand? I told her, do not let your mother die without getting an answer to the question she has been asking you, because maybe something in her is telling her something. So tell your mother the truth and go and bring that child back. Let your mother at least see her first grandchild. Do you understand? So I don't know what is your take on this one. I will leave it to you guys to advise her. Please do advise our sister. I will see you in my next one, people. Don't forget to pray for me so that I will get healed faster. Okay, I love you, my people. Please stay tuned and don't forget to share this video for me. Okay, bye.